prepare for war, just in case it's time to even the score. Say my name 3 times and I kick in the front door. No, I ain't greedy, but I'm hungry and I'm hunting for more. See, I'm a beast, bloody knuckle on all 4 with the gore. I see the ops watching, low clips, review my options. Close range with the shotty, put a hole in his body. Or should I walk up with the Glock, proceed to open his top? Either way, scope an infrared beam. It's a dead shot, pressure is really nothing. I come equipped with the drama. Disrespect, I send my niggas on the flight like Osama. Run your mouth, you might be talking through a tube to your mama. Here's the point, I ain't the type of nigga to be saying that I'ma do anything I damn sure wouldn't do. Your people talking real loud, but I'm aiming for you. Luke Skywalker, I'll be back to get your 2 live crew. So while it's popping, you shaking and you don't know what to do. Know those rounds for you. Pain. I done seen too many real niggas fall to let these fuck niggas beat me. I must bring the pain. Yeah. Pain. Yeah. I done seen too many real niggas fall to let these fucking devils beat me. I must bring the pain. Yeah. With all my might, with all insight, I stay watching for enemies at the height of the night. Wanna catch me slipping, I know when my trigger finger is itching. I'm under mission, beating these pussies into submission. That king shit, that clap my hands twice when I mean shit. I'm on the block, calling for the rock on some fiend shit. A smooth criminal, I'm Mike J on some lean shit. Died and came back, for my people redeem shit. Devils losing their mind and now they crossing the line. Till a fist goes in your mouth and it comes out with your spine. Out of all the trees you can climb, you devils barking up fine. We still hanging from trees and still holding up signs. For my niggas, it ain't no mystery. I gotta shed blood, and if it's us against the world, then I'm coming with slugs. I got my arms stretched out, but I ain't reaching for hugs. All that love is for the matrix, so it's time to unplug the pain. I done seen too many real niggas fall to let these fuck niggas beat me. I must bring the pain. Yeah. Pain. Yeah. I done seen too many real niggas fall to let these fucking devils beat me. I must bring the pain. Yeah.
I am black but comely, O ye daughters of Jerusalem, as the tents of Kedar, as the curtains of Solomon.
Check out my Hebrew drip, my Hebrew drip. You know I'm Hebrew fresh, with my Hebrew chick, and you do not want tests. I got my Hebrew click. I know you can't understand, and I'm on some Hebrew shit. Check out my Hebrew drip, my Hebrew drip. Check out my Hebrew drip, my Hebrew drip. You know I'm Hebrew fresh, with my Hebrew click. I know you can't understand, and I'm on some Hebrew shit. Check out my Hebrew drip. Clothes with a garment down to the foot. Lil' mama came back and took another look. Them fridges and them studs probably got her shook. But all I could tell her, I am not a crook. Whole team winning. Can't do it by myself, I brought my whole team with me. Tonight I need some help, I plan on killing these niggas. And I ain't talking murder, shorty feeling these niggas. I know she probably heard of us, One West, Harlem, New York, since 1969. Looking for an Israelite woman that I can get behind. Take her to the promised land, show her good niggas exist. Fuck what her mama saying, you understand? Listen. Fourth dimension blue is my cologne. All I did was say shalom and she offered me a phone number. Especially when I'm in the zone, I tell fire to the moan. Girl, you playing with the wrong. Check out my Hebrew drip, my Hebrew drip. You know I'm Hebrew fresh, with my Hebrew chick, and you do not want tests. I got my Hebrew click. I know you can't understand, and I'm on some Hebrew shit. Check out my Hebrew drip, my Hebrew drip. Check out my Hebrew drip, my Hebrew drip. You know I'm Hebrew fresh, with my Hebrew click. I know you can't understand, and I'm on some Hebrew shit. Check out my Hebrew drip. And you ain't never seen nothing like it with a drip so hard. Made her straight, she was dyking, cause a nigga cold as ice and sharper than a knife. I could change your whole life just just by making you my white man. Look, that nigga got the boots, beard sprays, man. Look, that nigga got the garment with the shades, man. Look, that nigga got the spikes on his armband, and he got the Sheila David on his charm, man. No, I'm not lucky, I'm blessed. Yes, my lady in the dress, they hating, we dead fresh. I'm making their ass sweat with all this masculinity. I can tell she feeling me, my swag on infinity. And this ain't something you can buy. They asking who am I traded in my suit and tie. And I just got a garment from the captain. Catch me in the club smelling like black. Check out my Hebrew drip. My Hebrew drip, you know I'm Hebrew fresh with my Hebrew chick, and you do not want tests. I got my Hebrew click. I know you can't understand, and I'm on some Hebrew shit. Check out my Hebrew drip, my Hebrew drip. Check out my Hebrew drip, my Hebrew drip. You know I'm Hebrew fresh with my Hebrew click. I know you can't understand, and I'm on some Hebrew shit. Check out my Hebrew drip.
Thy cheeks are comely with rows of jewels, thy neck with chains of gold. We will make thee borders of gold and studs of silver. Hebrew drip.
All right, listen. Yeah. Hey, Cat. What's wrong with these niggas, man? First off, no need to go back and forth with the scriptures, cause every time you niggas talk, y'all just proving you wicked. Really? See, the UPK name was mentioned by some Israelite group who called a leader a bishop. Really? And what I'm stating is all facts. You lost that. UPK, that's them hard cats. Cross that, said the Sheila David was Molech. Stop that. Hope you told Esau that when you got your cop badge. Hypocrites, that's that shit we don't like. Fraud niggas, that's that shit we don't like. Come on, man. You Tom Clancy niggas cause division. Bunch of wicked ass niggas in your spirit bear witness. That's what's wrong with you boys. Let a man check you. Foot on their neck, applying all this damn pressure. No regard for the black lives the clan gathered. That's the shows how you feel about your ancestors. If you really in these streets, where your teachings at? If you really men of war, where your Mitri at? Brotherhood and loyalty, is you teaching that? Pharisees and heresies, you teaching that? When it comes to a check, you niggas turn into Judas. How you speak against the beast, then go join with they movement? You can't lock a brother up cause he don't know what the truth is. Talking about building a nation, you helping us lose it. See, now y'all niggas see why we don't link up with no squad. The more you niggas teach is the reason you show why. The day you left us was the day that your soul died. The Lord named Yahweh, why you calling him Unjust? It ain't come from the prophets, then you know that it's all lies. The general held on, nigga, he never jumped side. And y'all see everything we do for the 12 tribes. We see the shit you niggas do when doves cry. Y'all hated rank, now y'all copy our style. Shit, we heard about your video, seen it and smile. Now it's time to set the record straight. We coming for Nate, dog, let's regulate. Motherfucker, we hit him up.
War. Why you suckers is fellowshipping? Fucking Christians, why would you ever consider dissing? Nigga, listen, you'll never last in our division. That UPK warhead launching is never missing. Officer down, I'ma start to offer you clowns. How you talking tough in your church offering gown? Y'all just a cheap imitation. These niggas hating. Wanna be us so bad as humiliating. Making diss tracks using indirect statements. IUICPD on location. Lying to their faces. Lying in your convo. Putting cases on everybody, Nate like Alonzo. UPK the big dog, rest of y'all just pups. We about to separate pure bread from mutts. Y'all days is up, y'all gay as fuck. You say you got the truth, but the truth is you suck. Y'all should stick to lying, cause rapping ain't where you wanna go. You took your shot, got blocked, not today like Matumbo. Holding came with Columbo, UPK do a jumbo. Can't beat us with the scriptures, rapping not in the rumble. Y'all second class, y'all wouldn't last in the jungle. You dealing with the predators, wearing purpley regular. IUIC so peeved, they irrelevant. Your track so corny, I'm doing this for the hell of it. Just to be clear, I don't give a fuck like I'm celibate. Got your bitches singing Chief Keef, y'all so delicate. Then you try to pick up a mic, that ain't intelligent. If you talking numbers, you ain't fucking with us, they either. Cause every one of ours, we're 3 or 4, you divas. You hard as a Justin Bieber, we hot as a fucking fever. You should join the trooper program, you starving for a leader. UPK will make y'all men, we do a lot of charity, so we'll take y'all in. Show you how to be a soldier, and to keep them hoes in their place. But to be honest, I'd rather punch them dead in their face. Kinda curious what color red and purple make now. Is that your camp or your girl camp? You stepping in the ring with the world champs. None of them punches was even landing. IUIC get slapped open-handed. Whole squad must be gay to follow a faggot. When we saw your weakness, know we had to attack it. Cross that line, now you suckers gon' learn a lesson. I ain't taking shit from no pussies in purple dresses, purple blouses. I know them bitches running your houses. I see you worship women, I know who wearing the trousers. Really, I prefer that we take it straight to the warfare. What we doing here? Folding y'all like a lawn chair. It's the wrong year. Betting y'all get the point clear. Squad too soft to beef with true bosses. You can thank the general kids, I'ma bury them, never find them. Next time, better watch your mouth and watch your rhyming. Never mention general, direct or subliminal. You gon' need more than them cops to come defending you. Better get the FBI, the military, GMS on PMS, polite SETI. The whole conscious community come together in unity. Still won't be enough in between to protect you from me. Now, is we finished or we done? One West where I'm from, when you see us better run. I ain't put my all in this verse, I'm having fun. And what make it even worse for you cowards, it just begun. Fuck it, I can do this shit forever. Purple started raining, I'm coming with an umbrella. I'm coming with a vendetta. We go to war like wherever. IUIC in the ICU.
Fucking with my brothers, yeah, we riding. Fucking with my brothers, yeah, we riding. We riding. We riding. Fucking with my brothers, yeah, we riding. Fucking with my brothers, yeah, we riding. Yeah, we riding. We riding. Fucking with my brothers, yeah, we riding. Fucking with my brothers, yeah, we riding. I get the order, yeah, I'm riding. Fucking with my brothers, yeah, we riding. Fucking with my brothers, yeah, we riding. Fucking with my brothers, yeah, we riding. I get the order, yeah, I'm riding. Fucking with my brothers, yeah, we riding. UPK run the corners and war like apparel. We put on the whole armor. Fuck the numbers, the Lord with us, we stronger. Niggas in their feelings, but they better keep their distance. Cause if they run up on us, it's gonna be an ugly day. We gon' fall on you faggots just like the Kentucky 8. Y'all niggas don't really want no problems. Cause we got brothers on Shamar that's itching to get to solve them. Pray to get the order just to follow it. We don't give a fuck about your pride, better swallow it. I'ma ride for my brothers and I die for this truth. Don't believe me, and you could be the proof, nigga. Fucking with my brothers, yeah, we riding. Fucking with my brothers, yeah, we riding. I get the order, yeah, I'm riding. Fucking with my brothers, yeah, we riding. Fucking with my brothers, yeah, we riding. Fucking with my brothers, yeah, we riding. I get the order, yeah, I'm riding. Fucking with my brothers, yeah, we riding. Mechanic of the Western, surrounded by my brothers, and damn it, it's a blessing. When we pull up on you while you panicking and stressing, acting like a bitch with anxiety, mixed with manic and depression. I can hear your heartbeat, and you scared cause you know them bullets ripping through flesh like shark teeth. But you can catch the yard corral after you get your ass beat. We'll double back and finish the job. We can box it out or shoot shit. Whole team full of killers, don't push us cause we known to get ruthless. We welcome all smoke, we ain't hiding, nigga. If you fucking with my brothers, then we riding, nigga. Fucking with my brothers, yeah, we riding. Fucking with my brothers, yeah, we riding. I get the order, yeah, I'm riding. Fucking with my brothers, yeah, we riding. Fucking with my brothers, yeah, we riding. Fucking with my brothers, yeah, we riding. I get the order, yeah, I'm riding. Fucking with my brothers, yeah, we riding.
I need to travel and I see you, boy.
Shit was cool for a week, but when you meet, you find out she for the streets. She gon' bust it for the cheek. She for the streets, leave that hoe for the streets. Don't pay for pussy cause it's weak. No, you can't come with me, you belong in the streets. She fuck with you, and she try to fuck with me.
Man, y'all know these hoes for the streets, man. Y'all better leave them alone.
Let me tell you niggas by the whole mind. She was cool at first, but then the hoe done lost the whole mind. She was coming over cooking, had a nigga eating right. Baking chicken in the oven, boiling up some jasmine rice. By the time I would find that this hoe is always lying. And when you catch her in the lies, the bitch resort to crying. Realize she for the streets, it ain't take me much time. Had a nigga calling me, blowing up my fucking line. It was over before it started, this bitch was acting retarded. Telling me it's just a brother, yeah, as if I bought it. Better be cautious, these hoes is up for auction. You taking home a woman that gave a box to the office, and it's gonna be a movie the way she party with sauces. If you think that hoe for you, then you have really lost it. Sorry, I'm being honest, the truth gon' come out regardless. So let this be a reminder that some of these bitches garbage. Shit was cool for a week, but when you meet, you find out she for the streets. Leave that hoe for the streets. Don't pay for pussy cause it's weak. No, you can't come with me. You belong in the streets. You covered then she let another nigga beat. Nigga, I told you that these hoes for the streets.
$40 is $40 is $40. Say it 3 times, bet she show up, get that pussy poppin'. She'll put you in the friend zone. I think she done let 100 niggas run 100 yards through her end zone. I wore hand-me-down clothes, never hand-me-down hoes, so I refuse to let you hand-me-down those, yeah. She want a simp, I suppose, give her bread the whole loaf and buy a ring and propose the third row. Your open nose, she barely got on some clothes and fucking all of your bros and busting it when you gone, yeah. Man, that hoe gon' be a hoe, like JT said in that song, might as well let her go, yeah. Hollering about she bad and how she is a snack, a woman with class, but she wash her face with her ass rag. Real ass bitch, give a fuck by the nigga, and none of you hoes can get a fuck out of nigga, yeah.
Shit was cool for a week, but when you meet, you find out she for the streets. She gon' bust it for the teeth. She for the streets. Leave that hoe for the streets. Don't pay for pussy cause it's weak. No, you can't come with me. You belong in the streets. You covered then she let another nigga beat. Nigga, I told you that these hoes for the streets.
I met the bitch outside of my complex. Bitch so fine, like she running for a contest. Ass so nice, yo, I'm thinking I should wipe that. Have a couple kids, settle down, yeah, I like that. But the bitch capping and acting like a straight brat. Never wanna settle down, let a nigga wife up. Rather hit the club, shake their ass and get tossed up. Bitch straight nasty, no class sassy. Alley cat, black foot, bitch get the backseat. Nothing but a gold digger, never should've fucked with her. Now she at the crib straight, sleep cause she hungover. Bitches ain't shit, goddamn, what's wrong with them? Just a waste of time, stupid bitches always lying. Always fucking for a dime, keep my money on my mind. Never trust no bitch, cause a bitch gon' be your bitch. And a bitch gon' switch and suck another nigga bitch. Real nigga.
Many hoes for the streets. Many hoes for the streets. Yeah, these hoes for the streets. I said these hoes for the streets. Many hoes for the streets. Many hoes for the streets. Yeah, these hoes for the streets. I said these hoes for the streets. Shit was cool for a week, but when you meet, you find out she for the streets. She gon' bust it for the teeth. She for the streets. Leave that hoe for the streets. Don't pay for pussy cause it's weak. No, you can't come with me. You belong in the streets. You covered then she let another nigga beat. Man, I told you that these hoes for the streets. Shit was cool for a week, but when you meet, you find out she for the streets. She gon' bust it for the teeth. She for the streets. Leave that hoe for the streets. Many hoes for the streets. Many hoes for the streets. Yeah, these hoes for the streets. Hoes for the streets.
Yeah. Shalom, Israel. We're the Isupk. Started out of 1 West on the 125th Street in Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. And this is Isupk, Kansas City. I am Priest Officer 500 Quinayaga Bar, so I will be holding it down and teaching class today. Alright, let me see, make sure everything's up and running. Make sure we good. Okay. Everything's online. Everything is up and running. I don't know, hold on. There we go. Alright, everything is good. Everything is good. Salakia, y'all, I have to run the studio and, you know what I'm saying, teach, which it ain't hard, though. It ain't hard. Especially when you're putting in the time to learn it. Make sure I ain't got double sound. Bam. All right, we should be Gucci. You know what I'm saying? We should be Gucci. All right, shalom, young man Cedric. You know what I'm saying? Again, as I said, this is the Isupk Kansas City, and this is class today is gonna be part 2 of justice from the unjust, man. You understand? We're gonna go in a little bit more about the case with the brother who's been locked away for 40, I want to say 42 years. You know what I'm saying? And they have everybody, the prosecutors, the judges, everybody, the witness, everybody who had this man locked away. You understand? They had this man locked away, has now recanted their stories or changed their minds or had a change of heart on how they feel as far as this man being locked up. They feel now that he is innocent and that he should have never been locked up in the first place after 40 years. You know what I'm saying? But of course, we know in the Isupk, being taught what we've been taught, which is the Bible, we know that we cannot trust our enemies, man. You understand that they are swift to persecute us, man. You understand? And lock us away falsely and do things unjust to us. You know what I mean? So it's not such of a surprise to us, but it is imperative that we bring these types of stories out because, our people who are not in the truth, who are outside of the Isupk, those who are Christians, those who are Muslims, those who are Seventh-day Adventists, whatever denomination or religion you may be claiming, you're not aware of what's going on with your people and why it's going on. You understand? Like, you can ask a pastor, you can ask your imam what to do with what's going on, and none of them are going to have an answer for you. Well, if you come in here, you will get an answer. You will get an answer for what's going on. You're not only just going to get an answer for what's going on, you're going to get an answer for what to do to fix the issue. You understand? And one thing's for certain, two things is for sure, is that the reason for our destruction here in America is mainly because of the Christian church. You know what I'm saying? The Christian church has taught us to be very, very, very good slaves to our enemies, which the Bible calls them our enemies. And us being a slave or being property or chattel to any nation of people would allow them to do what they will to us. You understand? I don't care if it's the good or the bad. You know what I'm saying? They could abuse us and nothing would happen to them because we are their possession. You do what you will. You understand? Just like you do with any possession you have. Personally, you know what I'm saying? If you got some shoes, they might be nice. You can treat them real nice, or you can wear them just to go get in the mud. You understand? They could be a pair of nice boots. You could wear them with a nice outfit and make them look good, or you can go out there and stomp in the mud. Walk through cow dung. You understand? Go and feed the pigs in it. You understand? So you do what you will. You understand, with it. So with that being said, of course, that's what's happening with us. Our oppressor and our former or still slave masters, you understand, are running over us and doing what they will to us, man. You know, so that's one of the issues that has had Salakia. Give me just a second, everybody. Having some issue over here that I didn't realize I was ready to have. Doggone. All right, that's that. So here we go. Got too many issues happening all of a sudden. All right, let me figure this out. Thought it had it propped up nicely. But now, when you want to have class, everything goes bad. All right, let's see. We should be straight. Let's get this together. Bam. All right. So, as I was saying, our oppressors would love to do what they want with us, man. Because again, they possess us, man. Nobody has taught us, you know what I'm saying, what we need, which is the truth, man. And the truth is in the Bible. Everything in the Bible is a remedy for black people. It's a remedy for the things we're suffering in America. But nobody is willing to teach us this. And therefore, we suffer for it. Our so-called spiritual leaders, our so-called pastors and deacons and all of these reverends, they are not teaching us anything, man. You understand? And of course, in America's school system, we would never learn how to fix us. And even in there, we can't even learn our own history. Why? Because they know that is the way you conquer a people, is to strip them of their identity and their history. So of course, we don't get to see nor know anything that has to do with us. We get to learn all about our oppressors' triumphs and his success in the earth. But we don't get to learn anything about ourselves. In fact, in history class, they try to make it seem as if black people dropped out the sky in 1619 into slavery. You know what I mean? They try to make it as if Christopher Columbus came over in 1492 after sailing the ocean blue and just discovered America, as if Native Americans were not already here. So of course they just want to drown out anything that could possibly give us the inkling of an idea to rise above oppression. You know what I'm saying? To let us know where our true strengths were, to let us know who our God was, to let us know our traditions and our culture would ultimately do away with whatever they have taught us and cause us to return back to our traditions. So Commanding General Yohana himself have taken on that mission in teaching us the truth, man. You know what I'm saying? He follows after Christ, and brothers and sisters, generals, captains, officers, troopers, young men follow after him. You understand? So we raise this nation up. You know what I mean? We get our culture back. We get to live the life, you know what I'm saying, of the Lord's people, man. And not be a part of the cursed. You know what I'm saying? Which is a hard thing, though. Even when you're in this truth, it's hard to look at your family and see how they're not keeping the truth. Now, when I say family, I'm not just talking about your immediate family. I'm not just talking about those that you wake up with every morning and walk around the same house. You know what I'm saying? Those you have dinner with. I'm not talking about that. When I say your family, I'm talking about your nation. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to watch your family that don't know the truth, who don't know to keep the statutes, laws, and commandments in order to get the Lord to have you in his favor. It's hard to do that, man. It's hard. Because for one thing is this, we have to watch all of the death and the destruction and the curses come upon our people, man. You know what I mean? That's a hard thing to do, man. To watch all these things happen to our people and you know the solution to fix the problem. Like, I cannot stand to watch things happen to my people when I know the solution. I want to get right up in their face and yell it, you know what I'm saying? But of course we know that's not going to get anybody to accept the truth. So you have to be, like the scriptures say, gentle as a dove, but wise as a serpent. You know what I'm saying? To try to teach our people. Because of course, nobody wants to feel like they're wrong. Nobody wants to feel as if they don't have it together. Nobody wants to feel as if they have to be taught. Well, I ain't going to say nobody, but let's just say adults. Adults are the most hardest people to break through. Don't let them be above 20. You can't, at 18, you almost can't be told shit. 16, you can't be told nothing. You know what I'm saying? By the time you're 18, 19, nobody can tell you any damn thing, you know. So with that being said, by the time you're an adult, maybe out on your own. You don't even necessarily have to be out on your own, but maybe out on your own with your own car, your own house, got yourself a job. You know what I'm saying? You almost can't be told anything because you feel like you know everything because you provide for yourself and you grown, this is something that is a demon on our people, man. You get a lot of people in their 40s and 50s that say, you can't tell me nothing, I'm grown. That is stupid. You understand? If you knew any damn thing, you would know a person learns all the way up until their death. You know what I'm saying? You are constantly learning, constantly. You don't just stop learning all of a sudden. You know what I'm saying? You learn throughout life. You know what I'm saying? But, that's the spirit on our people. You know what I'm saying? That you can't be told anything. And when that spirit rises on you, guess what? You don't have the wisdom you need to survive in the earth, man. You go through so much, man. I've watched our people go through so much, man. It's ridiculous. And that's one thing about it, is that who have had enough of what's been happening to our people to actually stand up and go to war with our people to teach them so that they be better off. You know what I'm saying? It's just like that bottle of NyQuil. It tastes nasty going down. But once you get it down in you, it starts to make you feel better. You know what I'm saying? And that's the one thing about teaching and going to war against our people. They hate the way it sounds. They hate the information. They hate who's saying it. You understand? But when they get it and actually apply it, it helps. It fixes the issue. It fixes the situation. And a lot of times that's what happens. People fear getting in this school because of what people think about the school. But then they'll call on the side and get counsel. They'll call and say, what about this? What should I do with my wife? What should I do with my man? What should I do if these persons in my job are doing this or doing that? You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to tell you this. The truth is what's going to fix our people, man. So with that being said, man, let's go ahead and start to get into some of these stories because they need to be gotten into, man. This is totally, mind-blowing about these stories and about the things that are going on amongst our people, man. It's totally mind-blowing. And a lot of our people aren't even aware of these stories, man. They just going through life. A lot of people don't watch the news. A lot of people, the news has to be blasted to them. The news has to be, you know what I'm saying, so much as in, told to them through hearsay before they go to look for it. Then once you tell them about it, they might start going to look it up and go Google it or something like that. But a lot of our people are not even aware of what's going on. So, of course, they never see it. They never hear it. You know what I'm saying? They don't know the oppression that's been happening. They don't know the tragedies that's happened to their people. They don't know the injusticeness that has been going on in the courtrooms daily, every day. So what happens is they get to see everything else, though. Everything else is pushed down their throat. They see these videos of, in movies and comedy shows and sitcoms of how blacks, and the oppressor is getting along. You understand? They see, oh man, that's what's been put into their heads instead of the actual truth, instead of reality. You know what I'm saying? Instead of what is really, really going on, they never get to see that. You know what I'm saying? They only get to see what little bit of programming that they put out for us, man. You know what I'm saying? Which is never the truth. You know what I'm saying? They never give you real scenarios in life, man. You're never going to see that in every show when a black man is put on trial, you understand, he's going to get the worst penalties ever over every other nation. They never show that. You know what I'm saying? They might show, in one CSI, some crap like that, and it's going to be one episode. Then they're going to go to every other episode, and it's going to be some white criminal who did something, but they're going to say he was deranged, he was messed up in the head, he had some kind of mental illness. But when a brother does something, he was just a criminal or a gangbanger or some crap like that. And that's what kills the spirit that we should have, which is to be defensive, which is to know who our enemy is. But that's why it's our job in the UPK. Salaki, y'all, I'm looking down at my phone because I'm trying to get my videos up so that it can run and everybody can see it. I'm having an issue here. Let me see. Give me just a second. Give me just a second. Okay. All right. All right, I think I got it. All right, let's go. Salaki. So that's why it's as I was saying, that's why it's our duty in the UPK to show and prove to our people who our enemy is, and to show and show our people how to keep the statutes, laws, and commandments, and to never fall for the things our enemies do. You know what I'm saying? Their tricks, their pitfalls for us that are set up throughout life that we will always face. We will always have to deal with until we return to the Lord. We can ultimately take this place back over. You understand? And give out plenty of righteousness and justice, man, under Christ, if we would just return back to the Lord, man, and learn to keep the statutes, laws, and commandments. And again, that is not hard at all, man. So let's get into the stories that I got. You know what I'm saying? Of course, as I said before, the class is about justice from the unjust, man, which we will never get. It's almost comical these days to try to go into any courtroom and thinking we're going to have a fair shot and a fair chance. It's not going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Black people, Hispanic people, Native Indian people, we are the least in America, man. You understand? We are the children of slaves. You understand? We are the Lord. Most importantly, though, we are the Lord's people. You understand? So what happens to us when we enter into the courtroom is never just. Never. You understand? Never. Let's just think about what happened with heroin and crack. You know what I'm saying? That era was deemed war on drugs. They deemed it the time for war on drugs, man. You understand? So they went to war against everybody, the user, the abuser, the seller. You know what I'm saying? Everybody who sold drugs, used drugs, went to jail. You understand? But now, when it's the opioid pandemic and it becomes a white issue or a oppressor's issue with his children, now it's a pandemic that needs help. Now it becomes something that needs medical attention and not rehabilitative correctional facilities. You understand? It now becomes an issue where we need to get these people some doctors and some help and some counseling. You understand? When it was for us with crack and heroin, it was he needs to be locked in a box. You understand? That's why I'm trying to tell you the punishments, the justice is given out by category of race. You understand? Like the things that we have to deal with, man, since the 400 years we have been here, the 400 plus years that we have been here, we have never received justice. Never. Said never. You understand? I mean, people try to bring up, we say we never get away with anything. People try to bring up O.J. Simpson. You don't bring up O.J. Simpson. I mean, and of course, O.J. Simpson was not even, he dated white women. To us, he was more or less of a sellout. But black people have been so beat down by the justice system, so destroyed by the outcomes, to where everybody who was black probably even thought OJ did it, but they rooted for OJ to get off. And when OJ got off on that trial and the case was dismissed or whatnot, and he did not have to go to jail, we celebrated as if we were in that courtroom, because we finally triumphed in the justice system. You know what I'm saying? But that was back in 90, forget what year that happened, 91, 92. That's how long ago that's been. You know what I'm saying? That we're in between the 20s to the 90s, we had not received any justice at all. We had not received any justice anywhere. And here it is from the 90s to the 20s again, and we still have not received justice. Ask Mike Brown's family. Ask Trayvon Martin's family. You know what I'm saying? Ask Tamir Rice's family. We have not received justice in any fashion. You know what I'm saying? Paying somebody some goddamn money or in a lawsuit is not justice. That's not going to help. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, in one of those, I want to say Mike Brown. I think the mother attempted suicide. I can't remember which one of those people's family got paid off. They didn't pay him off, is to say, but they won a lawsuit from the state or the city, and that money didn't do anything for that woman. She tried to kill herself. You understand? Because that is not justice, man. You understand? You have taken that person's loved one, that person's baby. You understand? And did not give any justice. The person who did the killing is walking around enjoying his family. You know what I'm saying? So again, like I said, let's get into these articles that I got. Now, of course, like I said, the reason for us going through the things that we go through, man, is because of the Christian leaders that we had. These so-called leaders, that's why we say so-called, because they're no leaders, man. They are not leaders. These so-called leaders are really not doing anything in the Christian church but destroying our people. What you have to do if you're going to help save people, you have to actually crack open the Bible and actually read from it and teach the lessons that are there. You have to teach the laws and teach the people to keep these laws. You know what I'm saying? If you don't teach the people to keep these laws, then when they get out on the streets, they don't know how to act. They don't know what to do. So, for instance, this is a result of somebody in the Christian church failing this child. We're gonna read the. We're gonna get the title to this here. Okay. So it says, mother hopes arrests are made soon in KCMO shooting that killed her 15-year-old son. Now I'm gonna tell you right now, the church failed this young boy. Failed him. 15 years old, all right? Failed his mother, failed his siblings, and failed anybody else who had any love for him, because I'm sure they were in the churches too. All right. The family of 50-year-old boy shot and killed yesterday in Kansas City, Missouri is devastated about the life of the young athlete being cut short. Terrell Bell was killed Tuesday afternoon near Sycamore Park in the Ruskin Heights neighborhood in southeast Kansas City. Now, what's crazy about this is because this is the area in which I used to live in when I first got into truth. When I first came into the truth, I used to live in this area. And some tragedy happened over there to a young girl. She had gotten raped and then shot and killed, and they dumped her in a water park that's over there. It's called the Bay. They dumped her in a water park. So in my very first beginning, the very first thing that brought me into the truth, that's one of the very first reasons why I came to the truth, because I had a daughter that was she probably was about 10, 11, you know what I'm saying? And I could see the same, you know what I'm saying, the same thing happening with my daughter, because that girl was maybe 13. And I could see the same thing happening with my daughter. So I, said to myself, I was going to get my daughter out of the neighborhood, all right? Hold on, what's going on here? Wait a minute. You mean to tell me? Oh, okay, here we go. All right, it says, the family of the 15-year-old boy shot and killed yesterday in Kansas City, Missouri is devastated about the life of the young athlete being cut short. Terrell Bell was killed Tuesday afternoon near Sycamore Park in Ruskin Heights neighborhood in southeast Kansas City. He got killed for nothing. A fight. It's not worth it, Bell's mother, Janae Drake, said. Salakia. And that's the one thing I want y'all to understand, man. I'm sure he was fighting with another brother. That's all that's in that community, that area over there. It's just us Negroes and Hispanics. You know what I'm saying? So it says, he got killed for nothing. A fight. It's not worth it, Bell's mother, Janae Drake, said. Bell's family believe it was another teenager who shot and killed him. Police have yet to confirm that. Bell was the oldest of 3 children to his mother and the oldest of 5 children to his father. His family described him as a goofy, God-loving big brother with dreams. You understand? Now, I'm going to say a few things about this little part of the paragraph that we read on this. If one thing is this, is that he got killed for nothing. A fight. A fight that if he had been taught the scriptures, he probably would have never had. Now, I'm not saying you can't defend yourself. That's not what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Because people believe that we teaching some kind of nonsense in here that you know, is some kind of off doctrine. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna tell you like this. Defend yourself. If you have to fight, fight. But what I'm saying is that if he had known the scriptures, if he had been taught the statutes, laws, and commandments, he would have known that he should not fight his brother. And if you know that you should not fight your brother, you're going to do what you have to do to de-escalate so you don't fight. You understand? And then the Lord says that there is a way to handle issues with your brothers. And we're going to pull that. Let's go to, let me see, let's start with Matthew 18 and 25. We'll go there. Give me just a second, everybody. Give me just a second. Matthew 18 and 25. There's a way that you're supposed to deal with your brothers, man. Young men need to get in this class so that their lives can be saved, man. You know what I'm saying? It's the Lord don't want you to die out here. You know what I'm saying? But the way that we go outside of the Bible, it commands death, man. You know what I'm saying? The Lord said to choose life. This is life. The scriptures is giving you life. You know what I'm saying? But every other way is death, man. And that's the problem. Nobody is telling us this. Nobody is giving us the answers that we need so that we could survive. And if we don't have the answers to a question, well, guess what? We're just going to guess. We're going to do what feels good to us. And of course, these young men did not know how to handle their issue, so a fight ensued. And what happened after the fight? One felt more hurt than the other one, more emotional than the other one, and went and killed that young man. So let's read what the Lord says, how we're supposed to handle this. And I'm going to start let's start let's start with verse 11. No, better yet, Salakia. Let's start with verse 14. Now, of course, this is Christ talking about the the sheep in which the Lord sent him to come to save. You know what I'm saying? He gave the parable about 99 sheep and one went astray. You know what I'm saying? And the Lord said, is that it's meet to go after that one. If I got 99 sheep and one gets away and is somewhere stranded, it's meet that I go get him. You know what I'm saying? I'm paraphrasing. All right, so this is verse 14. This is Matthew chapter 18, verse 14. Even so, it is not the will of your Father which is in heaven, that one of these little ones should perish. So God doesn't want us to die. Don't get it twisted. He don't want you to die. He would rather you listen to the scriptures. He would rather you follow after Christ than for you to die. But guess what's happening? Nobody is showing us how to follow after Christ. And this is what's so crazy to me about Christians, because Christians don't even understand that Christ taught the Old Testament. But they try to tell you in the Christian church that the Old Testament is done away with. Christ did not have the New Testament to teach. You understand? Christ was teaching the Old Testament, and every prophet in the New Testament was teaching the Old Testament. So how can you say you're a follower of Christ if you don't follow after the Old Testament? So the Lord is teaching us that if we want to survive, follow Christ. If we want to survive, keep the statutes, laws, and commandments, because that's what Christ did. The statutes, laws, and commandments are in the Old Testament. You understand? There are some in the New too, but they are in the Old Testament. You understand? So they're not done away with. That is a lie that has followed us around, and it has commanded death. When you do what you want and fight, you have death. But let's listen to what the Lord says. Moreover, if thy brother shall trespass against thee. A trespass is something that was offensive to you. That's what a trespass is. So if one of your brothers trespass against you, go and tell him his fault between thee and him alone. See, the thing that's modern about today is what we used to call back in our day was fronting, or putting somebody on Front Street. What today is about, it's about letting everybody know what's going on. So people get on social media and post the issues they have with another person. They do subliminal messages and don't tag people. They tag some people who know about the situation. That's because they want everybody in the mix. But what you should have done, if that person really offended you, was go to them and them alone. I recently heard a story from my daughter about an issue that her and her cousin was having. But when they were alone together and spoke about it, it was all cordial and they was all good. But then when everybody else came around, it turned back into the rah, rah, rah. And that's just common. That's what happens when you don't do the way the Lord instructed you to do. So I'm going to read that part again. It says, moreover, if thy brother shall trespass against thee, go and tell him his fault between thee and him alone. You and him by yourself. No audience, all right? This is how you should do it. And if he shall hear thee, thou hast gained a brother. Meaning this, if they hear you, they're going to be like, man, you know what? You right. My bad. I shouldn't have did that. You know what I'm saying? That's being humble. But when somebody gets put on Front Street, they want to stick their chest out and be like, you ain't doing me like that. You ain't talking to me like that. Why? Because it's a defense mechanism for those around. Because it used to be said back in our day that if you let somebody do you like that in front of people, people are going to treat you the same way because they see that this other person got it off, or this other person was able to treat you in that manner. So automatically you have built a protection around yourself when other people are watching. But if not, you could humble yourself if it had been just you and that person alone. Now, sometimes it works. I'm just saying sometimes. Not all the time it works. That when you go to a person by themselves, it's just you and them, that they humble themselves and they see what you're talking about. But the Lord said, if they hear you, you gain a brother. Let's see what happens if they don't. Verse 16. But if he will not hear thee, then take with thee one or two more, that in the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses every word may be established. Now at this point, the Lord has said, now go, if they ain't listening, they ain't hearing you, Go get somebody who know about the situation and bring them to the conversation. Now, I'm not saying like I just said that don't do it amongst a bunch of people. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying you can't bring some people there. You bring one, like the scripture says, 2 or 3 people, so that the truth in every word can be established. Meaning this, we know exactly what happened. This person know that this happened, so they can vouch for me that you did this. This person knows that from your angle, what you said happens. So they know that I did this, and we can discuss it instead of having a back and forth. No, that ain't what I did. Yes, that is what you did. You did X, Y, Z. No, I didn't do that. We can have somebody who was actually there to witness it. All right? Let's keep reading. Verse 17. And if he shall neglect to hear them, tell it to the church. But if he neglect to hear the church, let him be unto thee as a heathen man and a publican. Now, when it says tell him to the church, it's not talking about to go to Reverend Bell, Reverend Rambo. You know what I'm saying? All these reverends we got out here, they ain't teaching nobody nothing in Kansas City. It ain't saying go to Creflo Dollar when it says go to the church. The church are the people. And these people are the people of the Lord, meaning those who keep the statutes, laws, and commandments. These are not just random people on the streets. You need to find your nearest Isupk school and go to them so that the matter could be judged according to the scriptures and according to what the Lord said, man. You understand? You should not go to the unjust to seek justice. You should go to those who minister justice, who minister righteousness. You don't go to somebody who has never, ever even thought to do what's right. You understand? I'm not going to no weed smoking, dope dealing nobody to get their opinion on a matter that I'm dealing with. You know, a lot of people envy my life because they don't know what the hell I'm going through because I don't tell nobody nothing. You understand? I rarely tell people something. They look at me and think everything is just peachy keen. You understand? But in reality, I may be going through a ton of things. But this is how you deal with an issue with your brother. You don't go to blows. You understand? This is how you avoid your brothers, you know what I'm saying, or another getting killed. You understand? So Salaki, I lost my train of thought. So, with that being said, let's get back to reading this article. All right. It says, Bell's family believed it was another teenager who shot and killed him. Police have yet to confirm that. Bell was the oldest of 3 children to his mother and the oldest of 5 children to his father. His family describes him as goofy, God-loving big brother with big dreams. Everything about my son was football. Salaki. Yeah, that was right. Everything about my son was football. Anybody that knew my son knew football was his life, Drake said. Bell was on the varsity football team at Ruskin High School. Drake said she had just taken him on a college tour of Benedictine College in Atchison, Kansas last month. The teen also was an active member of Bethel Family Worship Center. Drake said Bell actually convinced her to become a member of the church as well. Now this is the point I'm making. You know what I'm saying? That young man was in the church. Why wasn't he given any guidance from Bethel Family Worship Center? You understand? Why wasn't he given the instructions I just read to him and requested and demanded that he lived by them? Why isn't that what's going on? It would have saved this young man's life. But instead, the Christian church does not teach us anything. And this is why we are ever destroyed. This is why we continue to die. Because nobody is giving us the remedies to our issues and our problems. This is what stops black on black crime. You understand? This is what keeps a young man from dying. Black on black crime is nothing new. It's been going on since the beginning of time. Since the beginning, at the very beginning when we were in Egypt with Moses. It's been going on. Matter of fact, we're going to read that. Let's get that. Let's go to, let me see. Let's go to Exodus 21, I believe. No, it's 2 and 11, I think. Now I want you to understand. I'm gonna let you understand two things. That not only was black on black crime going on. You understand? We also had police brutality going on. So don't let that get past you. Everybody in today's time believe what's going on today has only been happening today. Why? Because they neglect to read the Old Testament. You understand? Everything that has ever went on in the earth is in the Bible. Salakia. The scripture says there is not one new thing under the sun. No, not one. So whatever you've seen, whatever you've dealt with, you understand, it's in the Bible. All right, so let's read the account of police brutality and black on black crime. Let's get it. This is Exodus chapter 2, verse 11. And it came to pass in those days when Moses was grown, he had went out unto his brethren. So what y'all got to understand is that Moses realized that he was not an Egyptian. Moses realized that he was actually a Hebrew, and those people that were out there slaving in Egypt were his people. You understand? So it says, he went out unto his brethren and looked upon their burdens. He looked at the things that were burdening him, the things that were oppressing them. He looked and seen like, good night, man, my people are going through a lot. And he spied an Egyptian smiting a Hebrew, one of his brothers. To smite means to hit. You understand? So he's seen an Egyptian, a taskmaster, beating the crap out of one of his brothers. And he looked this way and that way. And when he saw that there was no man, he slew the Egyptian and hid him in the sand. Now, of course, we don't condone violence to any nation of people. You know what I'm saying? But this is just how compassionate Moses was for how much compassion Moses had for his people, man. You understand? To the point where he wasn't going to allow another nation to harm his brother. That's the way we should think. You understand? And I'm not talking about that you have to have the violence with it, but I'm saying that thought that he had was the thought of every black man. You should be upset if someone or another nation does something to your brothers or your sisters, man. You understand? But we've been taught to not give a damn. I'm an individual. We don't live as a nation. We live as individuals, which is totally wrong. Totally wrong. We shouldn't live like that. All right? Let's keep reading. Verse 12. Verse 13. And when he went out, in Salaki, if I could, that right there, as I said before, was police brutality. You know what I'm saying? Or another nation coming upon our people, man. And the way Moses felt is the way we should feel. Now let's read the account of black on black crime. And when he went out the second day, behold, 2 men of the Hebrews strove together. 2 men of the Hebrews. Hebrews are the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians who we deem the low class of today. You understand? These are these people. So he spotted 2 of them striving together. They were struggling. Striving means to struggle, to fight. You know what I'm saying? Together. And he said unto them, Salakia, and he said to him that did the wrong, wherefore smitest thou, Salakia? Wherefore this smite thou thy fellow? He's saying, why'd you hit your brother, man? Like, what are you doing? And he said, who made you a prince and a judge over us? And that's what he just said. That is a typical Christian response. That is a typical Christian response. You understand? Christians are always talking about you shouldn't judge. You understand? It's not, you ain't supposed to be judging. You don't know what I've been through. You don't know what happened. You know what I'm saying? You ain't supposed to judge. He just asked you, why did you smite your brother? Why you smiting your brother? In an instance of like, don't tell me what happened, but why would you go at your brother like this? He's not asking for, give me a breakdown of the story, what happened while y'all fighting. He's saying, why are you going against your brother in this manner? You understand? That's what he's asking. So he says, and he said, who made thee a prince and a judge over us? Intendest thou to kill me as thou killedest that Egyptian? And they always will throw something up that you did. You understand? Instead of taking the correction, they try to find something that you did instead of just saying, you know what, you're right. I shouldn't be at my brother's throat like that. You know what I'm saying? When they can easily find it, they can easily get the correction they need, man, and fix the issue. So let's not think that black on black crime is some new 2021 thing. This thing been going on since the time of our enslavement in the Egyptian kingdom. It's no new thing because we're in the oppressor's kingdom today. All right, so let's keep reading the story. Let's go back to the story. I'm sorry. Let me see. Drake never expected her son to become another homicide victim in Kansas City. Who does? I mean, look. Whoever thinks that their people or their sons or their children are next to die. Whoever thinks that. Nobody ever believes that they're the one. You understand? Nobody ever believes that. And that's exactly why we're here. That's exactly why we do what we do. Is because we know that the inevitable is going to come. And we would rather get to you before death gets to your doorstep. We would rather come to you on Facebook. We would rather come to you on YouTube. We would rather come to you out on the streets, on your corners, in your busy intersections, and teach you the truth before death gets on your doorstep. That's why we don't sit in a church hiding behind a goddamn pulpit and got 20 Negroes ready to stop anybody who ever asks you a question you can't answer inside of the church. We would rather that we go out and meet and beat you to the point before death can get there, man. We would rather do that, man. So with that being said, we stay doing this work. Now let's keep reading. He ain't going to be a statistic. He ain't going to be another 50-year-old black boy who got killed in Kansas City. No, because that ain't who Terrell Marcel Bell Jr. was. He was great. He was a superstar. He was awesome. He had a career. He had a future. He had family. He had sisters. He wasn't the troubled child, she said. I'm going to tell you what he didn't have. He didn't have the truth. That's what Terrell Bell didn't have. He did not have the truth. You understand? And that's the reason why we die. You understand? We die because we don't have the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Let's pull that real quick. That's what we need to understand. We don't have the knowledge. Hosea 4:6 says, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. See, when we on them corners and we yelling these scriptures, you understand, but bringing the honest to God truth, People get out the corner. Y'all ain't got no jobs. Y'all ain't got no. I don't know what, and that's another thing too. I don't know what makes people think we don't have a job. You understand? Like we don't work. We just this is what we do and that's it. And of course, when you a priest, we don't even have time to sleep. We do more than most people do in a week in one day. You know what I'm saying? We do a lot. You know what I'm saying? We doing radio shows. We teaching classes. We going to work. You understand? We doing food drives. We probably got our own businesses going. We trying to get orders out. We got to get class. We got to do a study and get up precepts ready for the next class. We have a lot to go on. We have to deal with brothers' issues and counsel. We have a lot going on. We don't just be sitting around. I don't know why people think that when they see us on these corners teaching the truth that we don't have a job. But anyway, that's the one thing that he did not have was the truth. And then, like the scripture said, man, my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. But because thou hast rejected knowledge. So when we out there teaching and you don't want to hear it, guess what happens? Death hits your doorstep and then you say, oh, why, Lord? Why? Well, his priests and prophets were on the street teaching you why. You rejected it. You rejected the knowledge. All right? I will also reject thee. So the Lord said he's going to reject you, man. That's love that we got. We trying to tell you so that the Lord don't reject you. We trying to tell you so that you survive, man. That's what this is about. This is about your life. This is about you living. That's what this is about, man. That's why I get up and teach class. You know what I'm saying? When I could be going to invest my time in my business. This is why I chose to be a priest. When I could just be going, hanging out and getting high and doing drugs like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? And sleeping with whores. I chose to change my life so that I could help fix my people because guess what? Somebody fixed me. You know what I'm saying? Barakatah Yahweh Yahweh Shafa, Commander Junior Yohana, and all of the generals, the officers, and the troopers. You know what I'm saying? Because of the simple fact of it is, somebody took the time to fix me. So, of course, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go out and fix the next brother. Fix the next sister. Teach them to keep the statutes, laws, and commandments so that they live because I love them and I don't even know them. If you a Negro like me, it's worth something. If you Hispanic, if you're Native American, it's worth something. And I don't even know you, but I'm going to teach you. These are the men you should follow. Men who will sacrifice their lives for yours. You know what I'm saying? To sacrifice your life don't just necessarily mean to die. To sacrifice your life means to not do what it is you want, that you lust after to do in order to save somebody else from dying, from having a horrible life, a horrible existence. You know what I'm saying? From losing loved ones. You know what I'm saying? And that's what Commander Junior Yohana's trained us up to do, man. It's to love our brothers and our sisters. That's what the Lord trained us to do. So with that, matter of fact, let me go read it's that 1 John. Let me see which one I want. Let me read 1 John so that y'all understand this is real. Because a lot of people think that the Lord only requires us to have it's only 2 laws now. You understand? But that's not the case, man. You know what I'm saying? So when I said that I love my brothers, man, and I don't even know them, I love my sisters and I don't even know them, that's how you supposed to love, man. That's how you can prove that you love God, man. You can't because you love this brother you grew up with in your household. You love this sister you grew up with in your household. Everybody does that. What is that? That don't mean anything. You know what I'm saying? But where's your love for the people out there, your brothers and your sisters, man, that are part of your nation? You know what I'm saying? Where's your love for them? Let's read what the Lord said. This is 1 John 4, verse 20. If a man say, I love God and hateth his brother, he is a liar. He ain't talking about the brother in your house. He's talking about the brother outside your house. The brother you ready to kill because he stepped on your shoes. The brother you ready to kill because he mean mugs you or gave you the wrong look. You know what I'm saying? It says, he is a liar. Let's read that part again. If a man say, I love God, but hateth his brother, he is a liar. For he that loveth not his brother whom he have seen, how can he love God whom he have not seen? And his commandments have we from him, that he who loveth God loveth his brother also. So it's a commandment to love your brother. This is what would save that young man's life, man. Because he know God commanded him not to fight. God commanded him to work out the trespass. God commanded him that he should love his brother. If he gonna say he love his brother and say he's a God-fearing young man, like this article said, he would fear God enough to, or God loving. Let's go back. That might have said God loving. My bad. God loving little brother and with big dreams. And I'm not blaming this young man. I'm blaming the church that he went to. Where's the church again? Bethel? Hold on, that wasn't Bethel. Was it Bethel? Bethel Family Worship Center. I blame Bethel Family Worship Center. I blame it. And if anybody that see this video know who Bethel Worship Family Center is, you can have their pastor contact me, or you can have their pastor watch this video and comment. You can have a deacon, anybody who is a member of that church. You can have them get on this video and say something so that I can respond to them and we can have a dialogue back and forth. We might even get them in on a radio show or something. You know what I'm saying? To interview them and see why it was that this young man did not know that he was supposed to work out that trespass with his brother. You know what I'm saying? We'll find out why the young man did not know about Matthew's 18. That's what we need to find out. We need to find out why the young man did not fear God. If he say he was God loving, why he did not fear God enough to follow his statutes, laws, and commandments, man. That's what we need to figure out. You understand? So, with that being said, the Lord said, man, you got to love your brothers. It's a commandment. You understand? That's why we say there's commandments even in the New Testament. And the commandment was to love your brother. Your brother. And that's talking about of your nation. It's not talking about some other nation where you just get, because you seen him or been working with him for a long time, you call him brother. He's not your brother because he exists on the same plan as you. Because he's on the same plane as you, you think, oh, that's my brother. That's not your brother. Your brother are the people of your nation. Your sisters are the sisters of your nation. Blacks, Hispanics, and natives are the Israelites of the Bible. Those are your brothers and sisters. So with that being said, start showing love to them, man. You know what I'm saying? Whether you know them or not, whether they living in your house and you get to see them every day, you should be loving black people, man, enough to want to fix these issues, man. I'm tired of reading articles about young men dying, man. Getting shot, getting killed, getting murdered. I'm tired of it. But how many are tired of it, though? How many? I know the men in the Isupk are tired of it. I know Commander General Yohana are tired of it. But how many of us on the outside, how many of you in the Christian church, you know what I'm saying, are willing enough to stop protesting and start teaching the truth? You don't have to march around holding signs if you would go into the church, open up the Bible, and teach your youth and the children what they need to know in order to survive. But no, the money is more important to you. You know what I'm saying? To get that paper is more important to you. You know what I'm saying? Instead of actually saying, you know what? Let me sacrifice this $1,000 I'm going to get and actually teach the truth. If these people leave out of this sanctuary, shake the dust from my feet, as the scriptures say. If they won't hear you, then so be it. but I did teach the truth. You understand? That's what needs to be heard. That's what needs to be said. All right, let's keep reading. Matter of fact, we might drop this one. Let me go. Let's read a little bit more. Let me see. He was a superstar. He was awesome. He had a career. He had a future. He had family. He had sisters. He wasn't a troubled child, she said. Bell's family, and what she don't know is that he was troubled from the beginning. He was troubled because he didn't even know to keep the law. You understand? Bell's family said they saw the families in Kansas City's listen, I want y'all to hear this. Bell's family said they saw the families of Kansas City's 2 other homicide victims at Research Medical Center on Tuesday. You understand that? Like, they seeing other families as they walk in. Nobody is telling these stories, man. Nobody is bringing out the truth of what's really going on amongst our people. Nobody's doing it. You don't see it blasting all over the TV. You don't see it blasted all over social media. They're not telling us, man. Why ain't they telling you? So that you can keep your guard down. So that you don't never find defense. You never find a way to guard and protect yourself. Because when in an emergency, you're going to look for every avenue you could possibly find to protect yourself. You're going to search all over for ways to protect and guard your fortress, to guard your loved ones. And you know what you would eventually do? You would eventually crack open that Bible. You would eventually look in there and say, what can I do? Because that's exactly why I ended up in the truth. Like I said, I was from this area. And when I saw that little girl get killed and I knew all the dirt and all the bull and all the crap I had been doing out in the streets, I wanted to save my daughters. I had sons too. But I think at the time, because of that, it being a girl, it dawned on me more to protect my daughter. Though I want to protect my sons also, but I think that was what put it in my head. I love my little princess. I looked over at her and I said, I gotta change today. You know what I'm saying? I got on that internet and I started searching. I was running around, I was looking at everything, watching 1,000 videos, and came across Commanding General Yohana teaching in Times Square. He was in Times Square going to war. You understand? And I had never seen a man that bold to white people. Salakia. That bold to the oppressor. I had never seen it. That was my first time ever seeing anything like that. And I tell you, when I saw it, it was, whoop. I had good night. You understand? I knew this is where I wanted to be. You know what I'm saying? I knew that I wanted to be under the tutorship of Commanding General Yohana. And the brothers that were standing with him, man, looked like they was some strong, I ain't talking about their size, they just looked like strong men. Like they would not bend or break. And I've always wanted to be that kind of guy. I've always wanted to be that. You understand? The Lord gave me the size and the stature. I just wanted to have that type of demeanor. I wanted to be like them. You understand? So, of course, it ran me up in here. But like I said, when your back's against the wall and you actually know there's a war going on outside, you start to look for ways to protect yourself. You start to look for ways to protect your family and those things that you love and deem important. You start to look for ways to do that. And if you've tried any and every damn thing to do that, eventually you're going to start to run to the sources that you have skimmed through but never really looked. You understand? That you've heard about but never really seen. And the way we go out and teach, of course, there's people that walk past us every day and never stop to hear. They hear it, though, as they're walking by. They hear it, but they keep walking. They don't take a flyer. They don't do any of it. But then one day, they come to realize there is a war going on outside. And when they finally realize there's a war going on outside, what do? They stand in front of that camp, ears wide open, eyes big as peaches, and can't help but to take in everything that's being said. because they know they heard something that sounded kind of right the first time they walked past and didn't stop. They know they heard some righteousness. They know they heard something that could protect, something that could teach, something that could develop, you know what I'm saying, what it is they lack in this war. Now they taking the flyer. Now they in the online classes. Next thing you know, they are a sister in a trooper in all black. You understand? But I pray that y'all brothers and sisters one day become that, man. I pray that y'all get in here and do not stay on the outside waiting for the bombs to fall on your head. I pray you get in here with your brothers and sisters, man. You understand? Because that's where you belong. But let's keep reading. Let's get back to the article. All right. It said, this is another thing too. This part of the article was kind of crazy because I've always said this thing here, but it says to Drake, the solution to stop the violence has to come from within the community. She believes too many parents treat their children like friends instead of acting like parents. Now let's go to this. I say this about women and their daughters a lot, because I see more black women. I see more black women treat their sons like they're their ex-boyfriends or they're their baby daddy, and they are more upset and yelling and hollering at the boy all the time. You understand? I don't see so much as, you know, the only time I kind of see that is when, let's say, the son is some kind of drug dealer and the mother is doing whatever drug he's dealing. Then they kind of chummy chum, friendly friend. You know what I'm saying? But normally time, what I see is the black woman being a monster to her sons. But to her daughters, this may apply. This applies, where she says to Drake, the solution to stopping the violence has to come from within the community. She believes too many parents treat their children like friends instead of acting like parents. You know what I'm saying? So this is one of the scriptures that the Lord brings out. It says, what is it? It says, if thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straitly, lest she abuse herself through much liberty. What is much liberty? Much freedom. You know what I'm saying? Watch over an impudent eye, and marvel not if she trespass against you. The Lord is telling you to keep an eye on your children and keep their heads bowed. I'm going to read that too. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we need to really understand in this truth, is that what's popular, because I just went through this with my daughter. I'm trying to figure out how to break this down. What's trending, what's popular, these are the things your children desire. They're not, if they haven't been raised up in this truth, they look at the world and look at their friends, because of course they're the majority and our children are the minority. Those that are in the truth are the minority. Our children in the UPK are the minority. We're the only ones doing this. We don't celebrate that. We don't go do this. Our daughters are kept in. We don't allow our daughters to just go on dates with boys and none of that crap. You know what I'm saying? We keep our young men in straight. They're not allowed to go and hang on corners with drug dealers and gangbangers. We don't do that. We keep them in straightly. So what's trending and what's popular and what's going on is beating on your child. It beats on them. You understand? Like, because these are their peers that are around them. They go to school, when they go to wherever they going, this is what they see. My daughter was, she is my princess, and she was always going and doing what I told her to do, especially when it got time to go to these classes, when it got time to go to the path, or when it got time to go to the fire weekends. She was always wanting to go. She was trying to make me proud. But the thing about that is this: she don't understand. I love her already. You understand? And I'm proud of her. But what I'm not going to tell her is that I'm proud of her all the time. You know why I don't do that? It's because she's going to seek to make me proud. And how do I do that? By telling her what the Lord says and what I want her to do according to what the Lord says. So guess what she's going to do? She's going to do that. See, people in today's time, they want to, oh, my baby this, my baby that. Oh, my baby, my baby, my baby. Look at how she dance. You got your daughter over here twerking, bouncing her ass at 5 and 6. And you so happy and so proud and clapping and making videos of it. And you are destroying that child. You understand? Now, don't get it twisted. I give praise to my child. But I'm not praising my child all the time. I have to make them want praise. You understand? And then they're going to see the things that I deem praiseworthy, and they're going to go and do that to get the praise. If I'm telling what's praiseworthy is a woman who covers her body, guess what my daughter gonna do? She's going to cover her body. Why is she going to cover her body even though she might want to wear what these girls out here wearing? Why? Because I have not jeffed with all that stuff. I have not been, oh, look at, oh, I don't do that. I ain't in front of my daughter, ooh, look at that. You know what I'm saying? All online. And that's what these parents do. These parents are flat out lustful bastards right in front of their children. So you're showing them what you think is good. So guess what they gonna go do? They go throw that halter top on and them little bitty shorts and all that crap on, and you looking and you gotta look around. You say, well, goddamn, where the hell you think you going in that? She looking at you. Why you ain't as happy as you was when you saw it on the other girl? You know what I'm saying? These things have to be understood that we cannot act in that manner around our children, and we cannot, you know what I'm saying? We just cannot praise every little thing they do. We got to make them want praise. We got to make them want, you know what I'm saying, to what do I need to do to make my parents happy? You can't just overload them with love and all that. This is my baby and all of that. I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? I make my children want my love. And they know how to get it by being righteous, by being correct. And if not, they're going to go off and do whatever. And I'm not going to follow. I'm not going to chase you. I'm not going to hunt you down. Where you at? You supposed to be. I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? The Lord said, give not thy strength over to the children and the woman. I'm not doing it. Salaki, I'm paraphrasing. I'm not doing it. I'm not going to give my strength over to them. They're going to, when they out there and all this stuff starts happening to them, they're going to remember what I said. They're going to remember what I told them to do. You understand? And then guess what they're going to do? They're going to say he was right. And then they're going to come back home to me. That's the story of the prodigal child. Yes, and the prodigal son. Salaki. But let's keep reading. They give their kids guns. They smoke with their kids. They think their kids are their friends. They can't be your kid. You can't be your kid's friends. You need to be a parent and be a mother. And if you know your kid has a gun, take that gun away, she says. I want you to understand something. A woman ain't gonna take nothing. She half-ass scared of the boy her damn self. The father needs to be involved. The father needs to be at the house. You understand? But guess what? The woman's got to understand that she's not allowed to get rid of her husband. No matter how many women he got, she has to keep him. This is how we fix this. My sons didn't do all that. They didn't get out there and do all that. They had a couple fights in their life, but that was before we was in the truth. Now I teach them that they supposed to show love to their brothers, just like I showed my daughter. My daughter ain't been in no fight. I don't think my daughter's ever had a fight. Ever. Unless she was fighting with her little cousins or something when they was like 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or something. But I don't think my daughter has ever had a fight. And that's the way they're supposed to be. You understand? So let's keep going. We got another article I want to get to real quick because I want people to see, man, the disgustingness and all of this voting and all this nonsense, man. So, give me just a second, so I can. to get on that, just before we live, I was supposed to read that scripture on the on raising them children. You understand? And this is what the Lord says. And I'm gonna break down why I said what I said, you know what I'm saying, with these scriptures, you know what I'm saying? So basically what I did was already give you the breakdown to these scriptures. So again, like I said, I don't praise my daughters like that, you know what I'm saying? And I bow their necks. And this is what the Lord says about this. This is Ecclesiastes 7 in verse 23. He says, hast thou children? Do you got children? That's what he's saying. Hast thou children? Instruct them and bow down their necks from their youth. Bow down their necks from their youth means to humble them. Make sure that they understand that they got to do what you said to do. You understand? Put the fear in them that they should do what you said do. You understand? Verse 24. Hast thou daughters? Do you got daughters? Have a care of their body, meaning make sure that they cover their bodies. It is theirs. And it is not for everybody else. You understand? And that daughter belongs to her father. And that means this, that he is the one who is going to choose or should choose who she gives her body to. Should not be just some random, oh, I think he's cute, I'm going to give it to him. Oh, he can sing, I'm going to give it to him. Oh, he can dance, I'm going to give it to him. Oh, he got a lot of money and gold teeth, I'm going to give it to him. Oh, he got a nice car, I'm going to give it to him. Oh, he bought me a goddamn $10 Happy Meal, I'm going to give it to him. That's not how it goes. Your daughters should be waiting for their fathers to point them in the direction of a good man worthy enough of her. All right? Has their daughters? Have a care of their bodies, and show not thyself cheerful towards them. That's what my daughter was just mad about. You don't never say, you don't never seem like you happy. I'm not. Why should I have to seem like I'm happy? You understand? Make sure that I'm happy. Do what your father told you to do. You understand? That's how you do that. You can clear that up real quick. You know, but don't give me that wine and song and dance, man. I'm not messed up about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not messed up about it at all. Because I'm gonna do what the Lord says. I'm going to continue to do what the Lord says. And therefore you're gonna continue to do what the Lord says. Marry thy daughter, verse 25, marry thy daughter, and so shalt thou have performed a weightier matter, but give her to a man of understanding. The Lord says for you to give her to a man of understanding, not for her to go out and pick some dude she deemed she liked, some dude she been knowing. You ain't been on this planet long enough to know what you need. You understand? Hast thou a wife after thy mind? Forsake her not, but give not thyself over to a light woman. You understand? The Lord said, hey, look, hey, do you got a wife of thy mind? Meaning, do you got a woman who is in the same mind frame as you? You understand? If not, listen out. Don't go out there and get a light woman. What's a light woman? Don't go out there and get a woman who ain't got it up here. No, they be cute as all. I'm talking about fine. Oh man, just fine. But it's a ditz. I call them dizzy. I'll be like, listen, woman, you dizzy as hell. You know what I'm saying? That's what I call them dizzy. You hear me? Because that's exactly what they be. And I can't stand a dizzy ass woman, Salakia. You understand? But I am not giving myself over to a light woman. I'm going to give myself or get myself. I'm not going to give myself over, but I'm not going to allow myself to acquire a light woman. I'm going to get me a heavy woman. You understand me? You understand? That's what I need now. I don't need no light women. You understand? But that's that on that, man. Let's get back to these articles. I'm gonna read this last article, man, because this article here is totally disgusting, man, and it has to be brought out. Now we're going back to the brother that's been locked away, Kevin Strickland. He's 62 years old. He's been locked away, I believe, for 42 years or maybe 43 years, but he's been locked away for 4 goddamn centuries. I mean decades. Did I say centuries? So he's been locked away for 4 decades, man. And that's just, I mean, and they know he's totally innocent. The people who even did the crime came forward and said he wasn't even with them. The witness recanted their story. Like, that's just disgusting, man. Like, you take this man's life, and I want you to hear, like, he can't even get, let's just read the story. This is good night. Let's just read the story. Let's go. Republican Missouri Governor Mike Parson said addressing the clemency petition for a man who's been behind bars for a triple murder for more than 4 decades is not a priority. Listen to this. These are your governors. These are the people you elected. These are the people you voted for. I want you black people to understand something. Voting is a sin against God. It's a sin. You have no reason to vote. The Lord said that if you're going to elect somebody, elect one of your own brethren. You understand? You have no business electing a disgusting coward like this, man. You understand? It says, Mike Peterson says, addressing the clemency petition for a man who's been behind bars for a triple murder for more than 4 decades is not a priority, even though prosecutors say he didn't commit the crime. The prosecutors are saying he didn't commit the crime. Now, the funny thing about this is that the prosecutors is now trying to be on his team, but listen to what the prosecutors did to get the guilty conviction. They did some things to get the guilty conviction. You understand? This is how you know, man, these people are the devil, man. You understand? Parson noted that Kevin Strickland, 62, was tried by a jury of his peers. You're going to find out that they took away his peers and found guilty. But he added that he knew there was a lot more information out there. Parson had a backlog of about 3,000 clemency requests, the Kansas City Star reported. He issued almost no pardons before his re-election in 2020, but has since begun issuing a group of pardons monthly. When something like that comes up, we look at those cases, but I don't know that necessarily makes it priority to jump in front of the line. Parsons said during a Monday news conference. Now, wait a minute. Now, you got the judge, you got all these people, which I'm going to read a list to you of all the people who are, sending the clemency request. But you got all these types of people asking for this request, and this dude's been in here 40 years, and you're going to make him wait longer and longer and longer to get released? That is absurd. That's disgusting, and that is the type of oppressor that we live under. These people have no compassion at all. These people have no mercy. They are merciless, man. You understand? Excuse me. Parsons said during a Monday news conference, we understand some cases are going to draw more attention through the media than others, but we're just going to look at those things. Several state lawmakers from both sides of the aisles signed a letter seeking a pardon for Strickland. These are lawmakers who has maintained his innocence since he was convicted in April 1978. He's been in jail since before I was born. Deaths of 3 people in Kansas City. Jackson County prosecutor Gene Peters Bakers has called for his release. Federal prosecutors in the Western District of Missouri, Jackson County's presiding judge, Kansas City's Mayor Quentin Lucas, and members of the team that convicted, listen good, members of the team that convicted Strickland also have said he should be exonerated. They helped to get the man put in jail. Now you out there, he needs to be exonerated. What you should have not have been is been a wicked bastard from the jump. A bill approved this year that is awaiting Pearson's signature would give local prosecutors excuse me, local prosecutors more power in such cases by allowing innocent claims to be brought before trial courts when a prosecutor believes a prisoner is innocent. Baker has said that if the governor signs the bill, she'll file a motion on the first day it is legally allowed to get Strickland released. The Star reported in September that two men who pled guilty in the killings for decades swore Strickland was not with them and two other accomplices during the shootings. The only eyewitness also recanted and wanted Strickland released. In a petition filed with Missouri Supreme Court in May, defense attorneys also noted that prosecutors removed the only four potential jurors from the trial for Strickland, who is black. Now they said he faced a trial. The Governor Pearson said he faced trial with a juror full of his peers. That is a goddamn lie. Full of his peers. Those white folks are not his peers. You understand me? They are not his peers at all. So he did not face a jury of his peers. Matter of fact, the only peers that was there, they removed them. The same prosecutors and people who are trying to now get him off, they the ones who set it up so that he could go. And you're looking for justice from this system? Black people are looking for justice from these people? We will never get justice, man. The only justice we're going to get is when we return to the Lord, because the Lord is the one who is the most just. You understand? He is the only just. You know what I'm saying? So what we need to do is go back to him, because petitioning these damn governors ain't going to get nothing done. Going in front of their judges and facing their prosecutors who purposely remove the only black jurors. I'm going to read that part again. In a petition filed with the Missouri Supreme Court in May, defense attorneys also noted that prosecutors removed the only four potential jurors from the trial for Strickland, who is black. That means they're setting the table. They're setting the table for what they want. They want him to be guilty. We could just remove all the black jurors who could potentially say he's not guilty. You understand? Who could potentially make this a hung juror. You know what I'm saying? The ones that would block us from getting the conviction. They're all about getting the conviction. They're not about justice, man. When you're trying to get the conviction over whatever the case may be, that shows you that it's about money. It has nothing to do. It has nothing to do at all with serving justice. These people are greedy bastards, and they are not trying to serve justice to anyone that is of our nation, for sure. They love their own. They'll let their own go free. But you Negroes, you Hispanics, you're going to jail for a very long time, whether you did it or not. So what's the best thing that you need to do? You need to learn the statutes, laws, and commandments which supersede the laws of America and the earth, because we keep the law. We don't steal. We don't kill. We don't sell drugs. We don't rape women. You understand? Because we keep the law. That's the purpose of the law. So I don't have to know the laws of America, because I serve God and I keep his laws. I'm fine. You see what I'm saying? Let's keep reading. Because of the prosecution's radically motivated strikes, Strickland's fate was decided by an all-white jury during a trial overseen by a white judge with white lawyers, the Star reported. Now, why would they put that in the report? because they know that that holds weight. They know that that can harm a black man going to trial. They know that those variables matter. They know that. They know that. They know that if you are going to sit back and allow for all of the black jurors to be removed and not contested, that you are a judge that is going to do exactly what they want them to do, which is to convict this Negro. So we can get the money for these penitentiaries. Let's keep it rolling. The state Supreme Court declined to hear Strickland's case without giving a reason. They don't even want to hear it. All these people are petitioning. These so-called important people in the court system. You got. These are all important positions, all the way down to the eyewitness or the key witness. You got the key witness. You got members of the prosecutors party. You understand? The prosecutors team. You got members of them. You got a judge. You got Mayor Quentin Lucas. This is what I mean by these people you electing. They don't even have power. They don't have power to do anything. Quentin Lucas is a disgusting bastard. This Negro don't have power to do nothing. Nothing. What did you elect him for? He can't even get a black man to be looked at. That you can't even get him to get a brother a date in court with the Supreme Court. They are useless, man. You understand? Strickland applied for clemency Tuesday, saying he does not want his sentence commuted. He's damn right. I wouldn't want it commuted either. Anything less than a full pardon would leave an unjust and undeserved stain on my criminal record. That's right. If don't take nothing, if it ain't gonna be straight the hell out of here without no damn record. And then listen to this part, because you know most people are thinking like I'm thinking, 40-some years. Oh, he about to get paid. That's the first thing I thought when I saw this. He about to get paid. But the oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of, man. And he is very cunning at being that. You understand? He is very cunning at being the oppressor, man. You understand? Let's read. Though a full pardon, you have the power not only to correct my wrongful conviction, but also to ensure that my innocence is fully recognized, Strickland wrote. If Strickland is released, he will not be eligible for compensation for the state. That is crazy. He won't be eligible for compensation from the state. That dude should be getting millions of dollars, man. Millions of dollars. Millions of dollars, man. He's not eligible. Why? Missouri compensates only inmates who are exonerated through DNA evidence, according to the Midwest Innocence Project. If that don't tell you nothing about how they move and how they work in America, man, we just ain't gonna get it, man. That is disgusting, man. You know what I'm saying? That is truly a horrible thing, man, that they are doing to that brother, man. Got him sitting in there like that, waiting all that time, man. To try to get just to try to get some justice, just to get a little bit of just. I mean, he's 62, man. What else can he? Damn, can he get just a little bit of life? You mean to tell me he's got to wait in line when the whole conglomerate of people who locked him up is out here trying to tell you that he's innocent? You've gotten the real criminals, and that's another thing I didn't bring back up. I should have brought up is that the guys who actually did the crime confessed that he was not there. They went to jail and they're out. They went to jail, did their time, and was released. He's still in jail, and he didn't do the crime. The oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of. And the only place you're going to hear that is in the Isupk under command of General Yohana. With that said, we're going to go ahead and end the class right now. Again, this is Isupk, started out of 1 West on 25th Street in Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yohana. And we are not affiliated with no other Hebrew Israelite group on the planet. With that being said, Shalom Yahabah Shimi Ashabakatha to all my brothers. Shalom Yahweh Shemar Thaba Shimi Asha to the sisters. And we out.